Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another Around the Town of Brantford with Henry and Frank. I'm Frank Toohill, and I'm here with Christine Claremon, and she is the Brantford Festival chairman again this year. Christine, it's great to have you here on the green with us.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Now, right, we're talking about the Brantford Festival. Everybody loves the Brantford Festival. It's the weekend every year, Father's Day weekend. Everyone looks forward to it, right?
Yes.
The Great Brantford Festival started in 1985. Now, currently, it's the month of July 2021. It's been over 2 years since the last Brantford Festival, correct?
Yes. Yep. June of 2019.
June of 2019 was the last Brantford Festival. So the whole town, everyone was looking forward to the Brantford Festival in, again, Father's Day weekend, June of 2020. But there was a problem, right, Christine? What was that?
The worldwide pandemic that took everything down for 2020.
So unfortunately, the year 2020, Father's Day weekend, there was no Brantford Festival.
Right.
But we're now in 2021. But Christine, June came and went, and there was no Brantford Festival.
No, there wasn't. We had to decide early. The corporate board had to decide early whether or not to have it, and we decided not to because we can't control the crowds that come in to the green. There's no one entryway, and at that point we were unsure of what would be happening COVID-wise, so we thought it was better to not start with a very huge event like the Brantford Festival.
Okay, so the Brantford Festival was postponed for Father's Day weekend this year, June of 2021. Now, today, Christine Claremon, the chairman of the Brantford Festival Committee, she's got some really great news.
Yes, well, we've decided that we needed to do something between now and next June, so a small committee of the Brantford Committee Festival has been meeting, and we're going to be putting on what we're calling the Festival at the Farm out at Nuzzo Farm on East Main Street on August 15th from 11 to 6. It will be a day of music, and we're going to have some craft vendors and food trucks and some kids' activities. And it's going to be all acoustic music during the day, and then a rock band at 4:30, and also a car show in the morning.
That is great. So there is going to be a Brantford Festival this year.
Well, no, it's the Festival at the Farm. We don't want to confuse people and have people think it's going to be a whole big festival like we always do. It's just a one-day freestanding event that Tony and Audra Nuzzo were kind enough to donate their property to the festival for the day because they love their community and they love the festival, so they wanted to help us out. And we are going to be charging $20 a car for people to come in with a car full of up to 6 people. So we can, it's a fundraiser for the 2022 festival to offset some of the costs that we've incurred over the past 2 years and, kind of help us out, so we're not so far behind the 8 ball for next year's festival.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. Okay, so there is going to be the Festival at the Farm.
Yes.
This year. It's only a one day, but it's going to be great.
Yes.
And it's on August 15th.
Sunday, August 15th from 11 to 6 out at Nuzzo Farm on East Main Street.
Okay. Now, for tickets or car passes, how do I get a car pass?
Well, you go to the Brantford Festival website, and it will take you to Eventbrite, and you purchase your ticket online, and we'll have a record of everybody who's signed up ahead of time. And the day of the event, you'll drive in. We'll give you wristbands, who's ever in the car for the day, so we know that you're in and you've paid. There will be no day of sales. Everything's pre-sale for this because we can only have 125 cars. That's all that they can handle out there. And we don't want a huge, massive crowd. We want to try to control the number of people coming in.
Absolutely. Okay, so that means that there's only 125 car passes sold. Now,
right.
So you have to get your car pass now before they sell out, right?
That is right. Yes.
It's very important. Now, each car can hold how many people, Christine?
Up to 6.
Okay, so, all right, so you
A couple of 6 people, it's $20 for everybody in the car.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay,
Yeah.
so So, BranfordFestival.com.
Correct.
Right, you have to go there, and you got to get your car pass.
Correct. That's correct. Yes.
Very important. Because it's been 2 years we haven't had anything like this in town.
Right. So
And I mean, the people haven't seen their, the people that, there's people that live down the street from you that you haven't seen since 2019, right?
pretty much that's about right. Yeah. It is. It is. So it looks to be a nice, fun afternoon for everybody, morning and afternoon. And there is a rain date. Should it rain on August 15th, the rain date is October 24th. Because we have to work around the Nuzzo Farms schedule because they do a lot of weddings. That's basically their wedding venue.
Uh-huh.
So we have to get the date that was available, from them to be able to do this event on the 15th or on the 24th of October. And if people buy tickets and it rains out, the tickets will be good for the 24th. But all tickets are non-refundable. So should we get a rain out again, then there will be no festival.
Yeah.
At the farm.
All right. Okay. All right. So it's gonna start on August 15th, and this is it's at the Nuzzo's Farm, which is located at 736 East Main Street. And I mean, it's not the 2-day Brantford Festival, but it has some of the same features, right?
Yes, some of the same features will be there that people have gotten used to at the festival, but it will not be a full-fledged festival.
Yeah. Okay.
And the crafters are just going to be crafters selling different things, right? Various things like sewn items and glass blowing items, or glass blown items. Things like that. The co-chairs of that are working to get a variety of different crafters up there to sell their craft wares.
Who are the co-chairs of the craft vendors?
That would be Barbara Berringham and Camille Link.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, all right, so there are crafts. Now, I wanted to know, you've always had the great carnival rides. Is that planned this?
No.
Okay.
No, we cannot have them out at the farm.
Okay.
At all. So there will be no carnival rides whatsoever. It'll be other children's activities that are also currently we're currently working to solidify what the activities will be.
All right, that's great. Now, also, I understand that there are plans to hold a car show, right?
Yeah, there will be a car show the morning of the event out at Nuzzo's, and it would be, I don't know how many cars they have gotten to come, but there'll be about the same amount as we have up here on the Sunday of the festival.
Yeah, that's always great.
Yeah, people really enjoy the car show a lot.
Yeah, that's true, and it's great. Now, I was going to ask, and also, I wanted to know this year, is there going to be any souvenirs for sale?
No, we are not having our usual souvenir tent that we put up.
Okay.
So it won't be there. But I think one of the vendors is going to be somebody selling Brantford merchandise. So they'll have to go to the craft tent if anyone wants Brantford merchandise for that. So.
Okay. Thank you on that. And also, as far as the food trucks goes, what's the story on the food trucks?
We have approached several of the food vendors that we use at the festival who have food trucks that are pre-approved through the health department. So Christina Healy is running the food for us this year again, and she's currently in talks with a couple of the different food vendors. The one that we're solidified is the Prime truck, the Shoreline Prime. They're definitely in, and then she's also working to get the potato truck and a pizza truck, and we do have an ice cream truck coming for the afternoon. One of the people on our big committee, she has an ice cream truck, so she's going to bring that out for the afternoon. And we're trying to get a coffee truck for the morning, for early morning when people are setting up in the early half of the festival.
Okay, that's great. That all sounds terrific. And in case you're just joining us, we're talking about the Brantford Festival at the Farm, which is a special event this year. It's only one day. It's August 15th in Brantford, and I'm with Christine Klarman. She's the chairman of the Brantford Festival again this year. Now, if we could just go through the schedule of the afternoon. So it's planned to open the doors at 10 o'clock, right?
Yes, we're starting to let people come in at 10. With the music will begin at 11. There'll be some DJ music up until the acoustic music starts, and to go along with the car show, because the car show ends by noon. So people can start coming in as early as 10 o'clock.
Okay. All right. And so, well, how about the entertainment? Who's going to be? Who's been playing again? Okay, yeah.
That I've got to check on, because I just found out who it was recently.
Okay, good.
And I wrote it out.
Also, the other thing to remember is that only 125 car passes are going to be sold. That's the only way you can get into the festival at the farm this year. You got to buy a car pass, and you should do it right now before they sell out. BrantfordFestival.com.
That's right. Okay, so for the first three musical acts for the day will all be acoustic music. First is the group called Hatfield, and then there'll be Still Rivers, and then Acoustic Soup, and then the final group is Start Me Up, which is a Rolling Stones tribute band.
That'll be great.
Of all local musicians.
Okay, so that's the headline act, right?
It is. They'll be on from 4:30 until 6.
Good. I mean, they've always had great music at the Branford Festival.
Yes.
If you go back to the first one, 1985, 10,000 people packed this screen to see Arlo Guthrie. And we've also had other tribute bands, Billy Joel, the Beatles. We've had the Kingston Trio were here. There was a Beach Boys tribute band. And also some local bands, John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, the fabulous Farquhar from Brantford played, and right?
Yes,
and
all through the years, there's been a good variety of music by a lot of local talent and some bigger name talent and everything. So yeah, music has been a huge part of the festival since it started.
That's true. It really has been, and it's been a great part.
Yes, it has. And people will be glad to know that all the musicians or musical acts that were scheduled for 2020 will be coming up in 2022.
Oh, that's great. That's good. That's great.
Yep.
That's good. So anyway, it's going to be great. It's only one day, so you got to take advantage of it. You got to get your car pass now. It's, again, August 15th, which is a Sunday, and it's at the Nuzzos Farm, right on East Main Street, and it's going to be great again. So they are having it's a real partial Brantford Festival, right?
Well, yeah, you can term it that. We're just the official name is Festival at the Farm, a benefit for the 2022 Brantford Festival.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's any questions, you can find all sorts of information on the website.
Yeah, up-to-date information too, as we get more, solid information on some of the crafters, and when we finish with the food trucks, that will all get posted up on the website. So keep checking back to that.
Okay, I will. Okay. So again, get your car pass right now. BrantfordFestival.com.
Yep.
So I've been speaking with Christine Klarman. She's the Brantford Festival chairman again this year. And she's doing a great job as she did the last time in 2019.
2018. Someone else was 2019. So it's been a few years, but I'm back, and I'm back just because we lost our festival chair. She, sadly she died in January, so they needed someone to step in, and because I had done it before, they asked me, so I agreed to do it for this year.
Let's see. That was Sue Calistro. Yeah, that was very tragic when she passed away.
Yeah.
She was a great person.
Yes, she was. Yeah. She really was, and she really loved the festival and was so looking forward to being able to chair it. We all feel really sad that she never got her moment in the spotlight, so to speak, because she was working very hard to bring new elements into it and to really make it something wonderful.
That's true, right? It's always wonderful. Every year, it's the best weekend each year, and it's going to be great this year to have the one day, and it'll be great in 2022.
Yes.
Go back to normal.
Yep, we'll come back better than ever.
Better than ever, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I've been speaking with Christine Klarman. Great to speak with you today.
Nice speaking with you too, Frank. Thanks, Henry.
Okay, and thanks again. Christine, and the whole Brantford Festival Corporation, Al Paluzzi Jr., Dale Izzo, and everybody else there. And we'll see you on Sunday, August 15th, at the Nuzzos Farm.
Yes.
For the Brantford Festival at the farm this year. So I'm Frank Toohill for Around the Town of Brantford with Henry and Frank. Until next time, goodbye.